Do you feel
not
like
much shape?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I've just lost the shape. I love...
Best thing for you to feel like you lose the shape is when you take them out.
Yeah, okay.
Just break the filler down a little tiny bit, just so you can get that shape back.
I just want like just a bit more of a cupid style.
Yeah, that's probably best then. So because the filler holes in the middle and not sides.
Right.
So, and then eventually I'll start to come to the middle because obviously your movement is like this.
Yeah.
Pushes away from the side to the middle of the legs.
Yeah.
So let's pop a little bit of dissolver just around there, only a tiny bit. It won't take it away from your actual lip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
That's it. We'll leave that for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
We'll do gold drops now.
Yeah, that's fine.
And we'll do gold drops and then we can start dissolving for you too.
It's because I watch videos. I shouldn't do it, should I?
No, you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Have you? Oh,
Yeah.
God. Well, it does sting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to
No.
be, but it hurt. Yeah, it does sting.
You'll just get quite a bit of swelling. Like if anything more than swelling, like your throat or anything like that, just go straight to A&E. So you see how we're literally just popping it in the border.
Yeah.
Just to break down that bit that's just migrated above the lip.
So you guys know that I go to Elegance Aesthetics every single year. It's a yearly thing. I actually don't go there like more than 1 year, just because I find that everything I get done literally lasts, you know, beyond a year. It's unreal. Actually booked in today, so there is no other place that I trust more than Elegance. Like, I've been there since the start. It's the only place I've ever been for anything, you know, aesthetic wise, and I trust Harry with my life. Like, not only do I love her as a person, like, love her work, like, everything she does, she knows what she's doing. If you don't need something, she won't do it. Like, she will just tell you. I've actually been going to Terry now for 3 years. I got lip fillers like 3-4 years ago now. Honestly, I will be honest, lip fillers for me has been and still is, it's been a huge confidence booster ever since I got them. I definitely really found my confidence, and I didn't hate my face as much, and I found that I didn't look so, you know, young and baby-like. It gave me a bit more definition on my face. I just have been obsessed. I've actually built up my filler over the 3 years. So I always start with 0.5, and then a year later I might get another 0.5. And then I think even last year I didn't even get 0.5. I get the amount that I need for the type of look that I want. I don't get filler just to pump up my lips and keep going. I literally get what Terry thinks that I need. So last year I went and got filler, and I got more in my bottom lip, which honestly has changed the game, because my bottom lip has always been small, more than my top lip. For some reason, I've always had a bigger top lip. So last year we added filler in my bottom lip to make it a bit more heavier underneath, so it kind of flips a little bit. And that has made such a difference. I would always enhance my natural shape, but my natural shape just didn't look natural because I had a tiny bottom lip and this big fat top lip, which isn't, you know, it's not a look that I want. So that literally brings us to now. I'd much rather be transparent with you guys than lie and go, no, I've not had anything done, because reality is that isn't me, and I am a bit too transparent sometimes, and that does bring me hate. But I'd rather be honest with you guys than lie and go, yeah, I'm all natural, when clearly I'm not. Clearly I've had certain things done. So the only thing I've ever had done is lip fillers up until last year. So my mum actually had Botox done in her forehead, which I feel like people have a massive stigma against Botox for some reason. I mean, I will admit, I was one of them people. I used to think Botox was so unnecessary. Ever since my mum got Botox, I was like, oh wow, I've always been quite insecure of my lines on my head. Now, I'll literally put a picture in here of what my forehead normally looks like. Even when I don't wear makeup, I have a natural, like, indented lines on my forehead because I move my forehead quite a lot. Basically, when I speak, I do a lot of forehead talking, which is not pretty. And I've always been quite conscious of the lines on my head, especially when I wear makeup, or even naturally when I've just got no makeup on. When I tell you Botox is like the most tiniest little needle injection in your head, like pinpricks, like 1, 2, 3, it's pimps. So I had that done last year. I think it lasts like 3 to 6 months, which it definitely does, but it does wear it off. And as soon as it wears off, then you really notice how you look and your forehead. I feel like my skin is so much better as well. My camera just cut off, so don't mind that. I only actually got it last October, so I've not even had it a year yet, and Botox is something you guys would never notice because you wouldn't be looking at my forehead. I don't know what people think Botox is, but basically it just helps with the forehead lines, and I think personally, I don't know if this is scientifically right, but it really helps with my skin. I don't know what it was, but when I had Botox in my forehead, I found that my skin was so much smoother and clear. The first thing that I did have done today was Botox. The fact that I have worse forehead lines than my mum says a lot. Like, when I get things, I'm getting things for me. I'm not getting it to satisfy the society and you guys. Like, I just get it for me, and I'm quite open about what I get done. So basically, I had my usual Botox done, but I did actually get Botox in a different area. So I had Botox slightly above my brow. My brow, I think it was here, Terry put it. And basically, it can lift your brow. So I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I've always had one eyebrow much higher than the other, and I mean like really high, and I probably have even them out a little bit on camera with obviously my fluffy brows. With makeup, you can make things look symmetrical, and that's kind of what I've done for years, even though I can't quite do it, just to give them that lift and obviously even them up, so just so this side doesn't look so, you know, higher up, which I don't really like, because especially when I'm doing makeup on my Instagram and I do the half like makeup look, and honestly I didn't even know you could do all of this. I just knew of someone who got it done, and I was like, wow, I didn't even know that was a thing. It's really subtle changes that no one ever would notice. I went in today without any lipstick on, any lip liner, nothing. I just went in bare because I wanted Terry to see my lips in its natural state with no like tint on or anything. And I basically said, these are my lips. I wasn't happy with the shape. I just found my top lip to look very fat and just shapeless. Like, the border had gone, it wasn't really sharp. I think there's a fine line when you have filler and you have so much of it over the years, you can eventually lose the shape. I really like the sharp, crisp, flat lip look. And what I love about Terry is the first thing she literally said was, we're dissolving. Like, let's just get rid of your top lip border. So if you're wondering why my top lip looks hella strange, then it's because I've had my top lip border dissolved. So she went all the way around the edges and dissolved all of the filler that actually had slightly migrated. I'll try and put a screenshot in of my lips, but if you ever notice, I think one side of my lips looked bigger than the other. Looked like I had a weird angle. I had my lips numbed, just the top lip obviously, and she went in with the dissolver. I'm not even kidding. I am not nervous for anything. Like, my mum was like, literally, you've had how many operations and traumatizing stuff at hospital? Yeah, I was actually peeing myself. Don't ask why, but having my lips dissolve terrified me. Even though lip filler does hurt, dissolver hurts a little bit more, or a lot more to some people. So I think that's what terrified me a bit, and dissolver is a little bit more riskier than having like main filler. Let's dissolve the border of your top lip and let's start again. I think it is still dissolving at the minute, and I think you can actually tell because the line of my lip has literally disappeared. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It did really sting. It was just really an intense sting, and it made my eyes water. It was a very intense sting, and obviously because I had it all in the border and my cupid's bow, it's the worst place to get it, because if you have filler, you will know that having your border done and your cupid's bow, it hurts. And my lips, you know what, my lips don't feel that bad. Like, they feel a little bit squishy now. Like, I can definitely feel it, but I can already notice a difference. Obviously, to look at, you can tell as well, like, there's no sharp border there, but to feel, it feels softer. I'll probably notice a massive difference tomorrow morning once the dissolvent have had, like, you know, a good 12, 24 hours to really, like, eat away at the filler, to basically set it all into place. And if there's any changes, you can do that as well, which worked out perfectly because this gives my dissolver chance to basically settle in my lips. So I'm actually going back in 2 weeks and I'm gonna get my top lip built back up again, but we're gonna start from fresh. Terry is basically gonna be doing Russian, and I'm so excited because I've seen this before on Elegance's Instagram. If you actually are really educational on their stories, and last night they posted the Russian lip filler technique, which I'll pop here, and I was looking at it and I was like, oh my god, I love that. So it's a much better technique for that more flatter lip look. I actually feel like this couldn't have been a perfect time for me to dissolve my lip, because this is what I wanted. I think the whole no shape look is so weird on me. Like, I just don't like it anymore. But for now, this is my lips. I will give you an update tomorrow to check on my lip and my top lip and show you guys any improvement, if it's changed over time. And then I will most likely see you guys in 2 weeks when I'm back on the chair, back under the needle. I'm actually so excited just to do this. And yeah.
Hey, raise your eyebrows for me. Oh, we have got some lovely little lines there.
Yeah, it's really that top bit, yeah.
And then frown for me, so go down again. Because that's all you can do. Can you just see the little muscle there?
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, like with Russian, you always start just under the pink, so it
Yeah.
never spills over the top.
That's Hello. So it's been about 3 weeks since I've last kind of give you guys an update. I wanted to fully let everything settle before I came on camera because I'm not gonna lie, my lips took a full 2 weeks to fully like settle, get the bruising. Like the bruising was quite bad on this side of my lip and it did take literally 2 weeks to completely go. My swelling was still a bit like wonky and I just wanted to be coming on here and fully showing like a true representation what my lips look like now. So it has literally been nearly three and a half weeks now. I actually can't believe it's been 3.5 weeks since I've had my lips done. I've not really shouted about it on Instagram, but this has literally been a journey that I've wanted to do for ages and I'm so happy with the outcome. Not gonna lie, dissolving my lips is probably the scariest thing I did. That has scared me. I don't know why, but dissolving lip filler scares the crap out of me. I will admit, having your lips dissolved is painful. It's not the best, but it's the best thing I did. And I know a lot of people will be like, well, I just want big lips. But actually, it was the right thing for me to do, was just start over again and literally start from scratch, dissolve my top lip. My bottom lip is fine, so that's why we never dissolved my bottom lip. It was the top lip that was just actually migrating around the border, which is what makes your lips look really fat, especially from the side, which are not, I guess you guys probably won't really see, but when I turn my head from the side, my lips now look really flat and beautiful, but before my lips looked really duck-like, so my lips really did do the whole like duck lip flip, which obviously I don't like at all. I will admit, lip filler for me has been a huge confidence booster for me. Like I think I needed that. It's the reason I got it back when I was 20, I think. I've literally had lip filler for 3 years and the reason I got it was because I just wanted to feel a bit more confident, and with my face being, you know, quite baby faced. I know that I look quite baby faced. I hate the fact that my lips were so small and I just wanted to, you know, enhance the features that I've got. Obviously, I know this is not going to be to everyone's taste, but for me and just generally, like I have been so happy with the result this time. Terry did such a fab job, and instead of doing it like the normal lip filler technique that I've had for the past 3 years, so basically got Russian lips. So the result that I wanted, Russian lips, is the best thing that I could have gone for. So we decided that was best for my lips and things like that. Now, if you don't know, I'll pop up some facts on the screen actually, because I think this is really interesting, and if it can inform anyone, I'd love to try and give as much information as I can. So with Russian lips, it actually gives you a more flatter appearance, but also you've got the volume, and with Russian you actually go in vertically instead of going like through this way. Obviously with the footage you would have seen, you can kind of see the needle moving around, so instead of just injecting loads of filler, like blobs of it, the Russian technique actually fans out the filler, so it kind of like distributes it a bit better and it gives you just the most incredible result. Because I've had them done for a few years now, I ended up feeling like I lost a lot of my shape with my lips. I really wanted that back. I wanted the lovely Cupid's bow, and I know you can't really tell right now because I've got lip balm on, but the shape when I've got no lip balm on, like if I can try and show you, I've actually got a Cupid's bow. Like I feel like I never really had a lovely Cupid's bow, and that is literally what the Russian technique is. It gives you that gorgeous like Cupid's bow. You're lifting kind of like these bits up, but you're not kind of filling up the whole lip. And I only had 0.5 mils in my top lip, and then we did actually add a little bit more in my bottom, because for some reason I've always had a bigger top lip more than a bottom lip. Most people have bigger bottom lip, and I mean, when I say bigger, it was never big, but proportion wise my bottom lip has always been a little bit smaller. So obviously when we've dissolved all my lip filler in my top lip, we basically decided to even out again. I've not had lip filler in my bottom lip for over a year, so Terry just added a little bit just to weigh it down tiny bit, and yeah, just to even it out and freshen it up, and just to basically make my lips look all even, all fresh, feel amazing. And even though I bruised really bad this time, and that is only because I've had dissolver, when you have dissolver and then you get your lip filler after it, you're more likely going to bruise more, because you've basically caused trauma. With Dissolver, it's not the nicest thing to have. It basically causes like bruising anyway. So every time I get lip filler now, I am going to probably bruise a bit more on this side, and that is where I massively bruised after Dissolver. Dissolver can be quite scary, and I definitely was shitting myself. I definitely did panic, thinking, oh my god. Luckily, even though after I think it was about 3 days, I noticed that my top lip had completely dissolved, like I could feel it. So actually it wasn't that bad, like waiting 2 weeks to get my lips back. But oh my god, was I so ready when we went back. But the 2-week mark anyway was perfect, because that was the time we went in anyway for a Botox top up. Now I know all of these things, people are going to be like, what the hell? But I've had like Botox for a year now, and you wouldn't have even noticed if I didn't say I've had Botox done. But I've had Botox now for a year, and I feel like already you can tell in my skin it looks so much better. Not only does Botox remove like the lines on my head, I have quite bad lines, even naturally. Like today I've got no makeup on, I would literally have the most like natural indents in my head. I've always had it, and I've always been quite insecure of it. I've never liked my forehead anyway. And I feel like my skin has gone better as well. I mean, I'm not saying my skin's amazing at the minute, because Sis has redness all over her neck and like chest for some reason. But basically what I'm saying is it definitely has helped with my skin. Can't quite explain that, but it has. It really has. So when I did go back to get my lips done 2 weeks after, obviously I had my Botox top up. I also had this area done, which I've never had done before, like ever. But even though again it's something that you would never ever notice, I now notice on pictures, which is really weird. Like I'm quite a squinty person, especially with my eyesight. Like I squint so much because I can't see a freaking thing. I am constantly squinting to see things in the distance, to read things. Like in restaurants, I'm always like that. And that is one thing I've noticed. Like I definitely don't look so squinty, which is amazing. Like the whole goal of mine is literally just to be able to, you know, do this like right now, sit in front of the camera or go out and not have to wear makeup, because I do use makeup to kind of alter how I look, and I love how I look when I've got makeup on. But the one thing is, I don't want to wear makeup all the time. I want it to be like something that I wear when I want to be glam, but I want to literally look like this. Like I want to have the confidence and not wear makeup, because I actually really like my freckles, and I sometimes want to leave the house and not wear a single bit of makeup and just wear obviously my lash extensions, and that is it, like a bit of lip balm. I feel like it's took me a while to get here, but the fact that I'm filming, no face makeup on, I've just got my lash extensions on, I can't believe I'm even doing that, because I would have never done that. It's actually mad when you go from someone who like felt so confident with makeup, and then the other day I actually wore makeup and I hated how I looked. I don't get these things done unnecessarily. I get them done for me. I get them done because it helps me and my confidence. You know, if I am going out, I don't have to wear a full face of makeup. Like I'm so over that. I just want to start to embrace me without makeup, which I absolutely love. And like I've got dressed today, not wearing makeup, and I feel confident enough to go out. I think what not a lot of people know about me is I used makeup to basically make myself look older. Now I don't have to, because I feel that much more confident. This isn't me saying you need all of this done to look confident and also to look older, but I think with my face being quite baby faced, the reason I wore so much makeup, especially back years ago, was because I wanted to make people aware that I was older, weirdly enough, which is sad, but it just how the cookie crumbled back there. And now the fact that I'm sat here feeling so much more like happier and confident in my face, and I'm happy to go out right now having dinner. Like literally I would go out for dinner looking like this. I mean, I'd have to powder, definitely have to sort out the shine, but apart from that I'm so happy, and literally I couldn't thank Terry enough. She honestly is incredible, and I love her to bits. She has made me and my mum so happy. And yeah, she is literally the only person in the world I would ever trust with my face, because this kind of stuff you've got to be so careful with. And the fact that she's done an incredible job. The thing is with Harry, she can do subtle and natural changes to a point where people don't even notice, which is what I love about her work. Really subtle and natural changes that can give you that confidence and definition where you need it, but people won't notice. And I've literally had my cheeks done now for 2 weeks nearly, and no one's noticed, but I can feel it in myself, and that's all that matters to me. And I'm so made up. I'm in love. I can't believe I'm sat here right now happy with how I look for once without makeup on, full on freckles out and everything. So honestly, if you guys are in Manchester or you are willing to travel and you're considering getting aesthetics done, or not even aesthetics, but actually Elegance have got so many other services. Like you've got Demi who does all the skincare, facials. They also do acupuncture there. They've got obviously Meg who does the semi-permanent brows, lips. But yeah, Elegance honestly is a place to be. So, but yeah, I'll put their Instagram here. I want to promote you in the right way, and if I'm going to direct anyone to having aesthetics done or anything else done, then please like go to Elegance. And I know not everybody loves it, but I think once you're educated in it, you get it and it's fine. So yeah, please don't leave any hate or anything like that. Like, please just keep the comments nice and positive. If you've not got anything nice to say, then please do not comment it. I am also changing something else next month, which I'm so freaking excited. And I feel like you guys are going to be so happy about once you find out what I'm changing literally next month in a few weeks. I guess this is a bloody journey at this rate. Yeah, look forward to that. These are just little changes that I wanted to do to make myself just kind of embrace my actual skin and just like my freckles and things like that. And I'm just excited to start fresh next year and kind of go for just being more me and, you know, happy in my own skin and not feel like I have to be plastered in makeup all the time, because that's not me. But I guess that is it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed. I know it's been a journey, but I did want to say thank you for watching. I do really, really appreciate all of your love, your comments, and of course, if you haven't already, go follow me on my Instagram. I'm always posting videos on there at the minute. I feel like I'm very active on Instagram. So I'm gonna go now because I literally have got a cold cup of tea waiting for me, but I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'll see you in the next video.